Hey guys, it's Tanya from 4 Girls Jewelry, and because I have a ring mandrel, you can kind of guess that we will work today on the rings again. I want to share idea that just came to my brain a couple weeks ago, and because now I have a time to sit and actually work on those ideas. Remember that ring that we did, a modern ring, was published on September 3rd, 4 weeks ago. So something like that. I just purposely didn't title these because I want to show you what you can do with this simple ring. That was very good idea, and last shows I have a good success. People really like this design. So I want to show you how I actually not improve but just add it to this existing one. So if you don't know how to make this, just check my mother ring tutorial published on September 3rd, which is 4 weeks ago, so you can come to this stage. But if you want to make it something more complicated, or you have them already and you want to add a little bit to it, I will show you what I did with them. Sorry for my hands, dirty from copper, but I really like how you can add something to it, like more wires on top, and it will create, depends also on the length of your stick you added. This will create extra texture. It's really comfortable. It has tons of wire underneath, but it's really comfortable. So if you want to design something like that, stick with me and we will do step by step. Only second part. The first part, check my previous tutorial. So this time I will use a little bit of copper as a stick inside and sterling silver as a shank. So I just go around my pliers just 3 times, cut. When they cross, I will cut and leave ends like that probably. So I will use my heat. It can also be without, just a hammered and nicely filed. Then again, the stick I use a torch also. Again, if you don't like torch, you can use a twisted wire and just hammer and round it a little bit with your file. So you will have this piece. And then you will use, in this case, I will probably make more rings with sterling silver on top, but just because it's a nice color of the wire, copper is good. You can see what I do. So I will use copper. It's a 24 gauge copper. And I will use, doesn't matter where you start. The point is those has to be equal. If you create something like that, you want to have this and this part sort of equal, so then you can do those stitching on top more symmetrical. So I left it approximately the same way. So I just start from this corner, wrap it once, and then when do you see that little ball? I want to cover it with a wire before that. So I'm not using wire over there, put all the way, but just in front of that little bubble here. And I will start my herringbone stitch. So here's one on top of that and going to the other side. But before we do that, we need to sort of cut this one because we don't need anything to catch the cloths or damage the skin. So I will nicely push this wire in, and here is our first stitch on top. Looks funny, but trust me, when we finish and you use your liver of silver, it will be gorgeous. So we're going again on top and to the other wire, on top. So we have 2 wraps, and if you have those longer, you can go ahead with the more wraps. I will probably go only with 4. Let's see. So this is my number 3, because I still want to visibly have this little element here. So it's 3, and I will add number 4. That's it. So when you're done number 4, You again go, but you're not going to this stick, you go inside. Do you see it right here where your shank start? And you go around your shank. And this time go slow. Make sure your wire is sitting on top of each other. It could be a little in the beginning when you do it, but it's very easy. So you secure your stick that way. And I would go around, just see how nicely it sits. That's nice to see on copper on sterling silver, so you can see what I'm making. So I'm going around, just simply going around, wrapping, make sure they're sitting. Don't rush, don't have to rush this time. Just go slow. And you can use as many wraps as you want. I have put in a lot. Let's see what the other rings. See how I just add some on both of them. And I think it's pretty enough. So when you decide that it's enough for you, you can, I would go inside and just end it on that little bubble there. That little one inside here. That way your wire will never escape. I will push it there. It's just a little fiddly, but you can do it. You know, if you see which one is longer a little bit. Maybe I'll put it up and just add around. Sorry, somebody commented that my hand's sometimes not in the camera, but you know what I mean. You know, if you wrap it, sometimes your hands slip from the camera, but you know what I always explain, hopefully. So this goes around this little round circle here, around the torch thing. So you can do a couple, like two maybe, and just nicely pushed it inside and cut it right there. So there will be no chances to escape. Your wire will be nicely secure here. I will push it nicely with pliers, make sure it sits nice. Then your wires can go back and cover that area too. And at the end, you have to use your rubber mallet and make sure your whole ring is nicely, give a nice whack. Oh my gosh, I think I will need a new one. I noticed a piece fell. Not something. Okay, so and just make sure. Then exactly like we did in the other video, the other tutorial, you can use your normal hammer and just go around and texturize your shank, and you will have beautiful unique ring. It just was something. When I designed, I was so happy to see it. It's really unique. You can make more visual this part if you decide to go with the longer cuts. Like I cut much longer wires here. Just play with that. So then that way I still didn't cover a lot. I cover, here is also 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, yeah, it's only 4 also, but you go around more maybe. And I finished my wire on one of the sides. You can even visibly, it's both of them. I wrap it somehow. Now I see it. Maybe I wrap it here first and then go around and wrap it here. You know, you can be so creative with your finishing, how you want it. Your wire will lead you to whatever wherever way it's want to, right? You can also make this wire a little bit sort of like a baby. That will be nice too. I see that this one, yeah, that one is a little bit smaller than the other one. So guys, I thought I was so excited when I see what is this piece, how it was like created. I also like when you're using the wire inside that is twisted, you can leave more space and it's look like a little Celtic inside little window there twisted. Do you see it? I think it's very cool. So let me know what you think. And it's not really hard project. You can easily achieve it. Just check my previous video on September 3rd and create the base, and then just take 24 gauge wire and wrap it that way. I think this ring needed a little bit more, but that's also somebody like more wires, somebody like less wires, right? Thank you guys for watching. I'm so excited that we're building so many unusual and unique pieces together, and I like all the comments that you guys leave me below, and hard to respond to all of them. I try, but I do appreciate each comment and each like. Thank you so much. See you next Tuesday with more cool ideas. Send me also request what you think, what is more needed. I know the link last time was really successful. You guys really like my links. Maybe I will design more links this time too, next Tuesday. Thank you for watching. See you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.